is regarding the importance of private sector investment in, one, Ebola, to get past Ebola emergency to the point where you're saying you'll be Ebola-free in mid-May, to security issues. We have the World Bank, we have IMF, we have all these Europeans. The biggest problem facing old Europe is lack of growth. Africa has always been the engine for growth. It's the only place with long-term growth prospects for the next 10 years for Europe. Minister from Liberia, Minister Kone, how effective was the private sector in overcoming the Ebola crisis, and how much can you get the private sector to continue investing and continue their movement after this emergency seems to be gone? And for the Central African Republic, I always say nobody ever guards a empty bank. How can you get investors and private sectors into your country where it makes protecting your country's stability and economic interest for everyone? Thank you.
Yeah, we'll take another question. Can you turn on your microphone, please?
That's fine.
Yes.
Well, I am Hinduja Group of companies. We have been very well placed in many African countries. Now, I had a president I met from Liberia, and we had discussed about the issues of World Bank success stories, which they should replicate, where in many countries they have done. They should follow in other African countries also. Like we are the biggest in transportation companies, where we give a lot of knowledge, advice, and how to improve their transportation systems. Like in Madagascar also, we are now focusing on it to see how we could improve the transportation for the public, because this helps to create jobs. It helps to improve the system for the public conveyance. It helps the administration for minings, for tourism, for other things. So transportation is a key point where World Bank should create a PPP, private-public partnership, which we have done in Lagos. Nigeria is a success story. Now they should follow the success story into the countries where they need transportation very badly. And our group will be happy to join hands with all these African countries which they need very badly. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll take the first question, and then we'll come back. Minister Quinn.
Thank you very much. You asked an excellent question. I think one of the reasons why Liberia, that was badly hit at the height of the epidemic, turned the corner quickly, was the inclusion of people outside of the government. And the private sector certainly was a part of that. Because at the time of this crisis, government revenue had declined by 25% because of the contraction in the economy. And so we did not have all of the resources to respond in a timely manner. It was the domestic private sector that did not leave, that rallied around its government to carry out the response faster. So the private sector was certainly instrumental and played a key role, because we invited the Chamber of Commerce and the Liberia Business Association to the table in the task force that the president set up to manage the epidemic. The other issue you raised, perhaps I want to talk to quickly, is the issue of security. As you know, security is a key enabler for growth. And in the case of Liberia, we are going through a transition where we have a huge contingent of the United Nations forces there, but they are scheduled to leave the country by 2016. So we are also investing in ramping up our own ability to provide our own security, which we are doing by 80% now. So this is a key part of our recovery. But at the end of the day, for the private sector to continue to be viable in our post-Ebola economic recovery program, not just Liberia, but in Sierra Leone and Guinea, we're going to have to work on reducing the cost of doing business. And that's what we're doing now, so that we can make our sub-region more attractive for private sector. Thank you.
Question?
Merci.
I'm sorry.
Merci beaucoup, madame. Je pense que la question concernant le secteur privé, le développement du secteur privé est une question très importante, surtout pour la République centrafricaine. D'autant plus que la République centrafricaine regorge des matières premières très importantes. Nous avons donc le diamant, nous avons le bois, nous avons l'uranium. Et donc, comment faire pour mettre en valeur effectivement toutes ces matières premières? Et donc, il faut absolument un tissu économique développé, un secteur privé qui puisse au moins être le moteur de la croissance. Mais le secteur privé ne peut véritablement attirer les capitaux que lorsque nous avons un environnement sécurisé. Il faut qu'il y ait vraiment de la sécurité, parce que c'est là où nous avons effectivement ce problème de sécurité. Et la sécurité, mais également la sécurité juridique. Donc, aujourd'hui, nous avons les forces, comme mon collègue de Libéria vient de le dire, les forces des Nations Unies qui travaillent, mais à côté de ces forces des Nations Unies qui sont en train d'opérer sur le terrain, nous sommes obligés de mettre en place, à travers une réforme du secteur sécurité, n'est-ce pas, un système de sécurité solide qui permet de mettre en confiance les opérateurs économiques et d'attirer les investissements. Donc c'est ce que nous permettre au moins de mettre en valeur les ressources naturelles dont regorge la République centrafricaine. Et donc nous sommes en train de travailler d'arrache-pied, nous sommes conscients et je crois que nous sommes en train d'aller dans cette voie. Nous ne pouvons pas nous en sortir, surtout pour créer des emplois. Tout le problème que nous avons connu, c'est un problème de chômage massif. Donc ce chômage, les gens n'ont pas d'autres opportunités que d'aller vers la prise des armes, pour faire la rébellion, pour venir. Et je crois, lorsque nous avons la sécurité, qu'on a le secteur privé qui est développé, qui crée des emplois, ça nous permet, je crois, de stabiliser la situation. C'est aussi une réponse très importante que nous devons apporter effectivement dans ces situations. Voilà ce que j'ai pu apporter comme contribution à la question qui vient d'être posée, qui est une question très importante